Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hi, Susmita. Good afternoon.
How are you, ma'am? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. And what
Okay.
about you?
I'm also doing well, ma'am. To see you, I'm feeling so happy and I'm thrilled to connect to you today.
Same here.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me this chance to connect with you first. And today, God, I have thought that I'm thinking to run one new series. It's the success of key. So you are the first guest on my podcast. Welcome to the podcast, first of all, ma'am. And give your brief introduction to my viewers first of all.
Yeah, sure. I am Ritu Pathal and I live in Agra, where I was born and raised. I have pursued my post graduation degree in English and I have been passionate about teaching students globally. And I have been in this profession for the last 30 years. So that's all about me.
That's great, ma'am. Very glad to hear that. And I came across your video and I watched your three videos continuously without skipping a single minute. So
Thank
I'm
you.
much impressed the way you express your thoughts, the way you talk to people. It's really commendable, ma'am. I was thinking like you people that it's required on our days who can guide us, who can teach us what is the right, what is the wrong. So I have one question to answer you that is, always is quite capital to describe about it. So what do you think? What is the meaning of success, man?
Yes.
And it.
Yes, this is a very crucial question nowadays that people are just thinking, especially this young generation, that what can be the key to success. First of all, let me break it down like that key to success is a very long process. There is no shortcut to success. We have to be very clear if we want to achieve real success. Success without any mixing up, you understand, without bribing someone or without taking some other faulty ways. If we want genuine success, then we have to work hard for that. It should be full of, you know, it should be full of determination, devotion, confidence, and knowingly, you must know that where you lie right now, first of all. Secondly, success, everybody wants to achieve the summit of success, but they didn't realize that it needs a lot of patience as well. You have to be organized, you have to be confident, you have to be proactive and avoid procrastination. Nowadays, what is happening around that people, everyone, every third person wants to reach the summit of success without
Yes.
working hard. That is not going to happen, first of all. So, if we want to achieve success, we have to organize, we have to plan our whole day, right from the morning to dusk, or to you can say even night, right? From dawn to dusk, we have to plan ourselves, our own life, our whole day. That is the, you can say, that is the vital approach to success. Second important thing, that what do you want? What is your target? Be clear about it.
Yes.
We start running behind success, regardless of knowing our own ambition, our own target. Thirdly, we shouldn't jump in the bandwagon. What the other person is doing. If example, if a personality, we meet a person and he is a renowned scientist or say a doctor or say an engineer, and by just hearing his story of success, we also want to become like that. Is it not necessary to ask him personally what were the hurdles, what were the obstacles, what were the uh, or has he burned midnight oil to
Mm.
achieve that success in life? So why are we just impressed by the fruit? Behind the scenes, go behind the scenes, go behind the scenes where that particular person has worked so hard to reach or to achieve this success where he is right now. When I
Obviously.
was so young, now when I was in third and fourth standard, this language, especially English language, it used to fascinate me a lot. And
Mhm.
I was full of, excitement and thrill. How people can speak English so fluently without making any mistake. I also wanted to speak like them, but you see, the environment played a very important role. There was no one around me to push me up, to encourage me. So what I planned one day, that I decided to encourage myself, because when I found that there was no one to encourage me, I started encouraging myself. That okay, Ritu, you have to go ahead. You have to find your own target. You have to find your own ways to success. And
Mm.
before that, I was ready. Actually, I was ready to face all the problems, all the obstacles, and all the hindrances that would definitely affect my journey to learning English, to mastering this language. But I was ready for that. So most
Yes.
importantly, you must accept the challenges. You reach the halfway and then you decide to quit.
Yes.
This is not the way. Like
Yes.
if you have decided to achieve anything, say any goal, any target you have, you want to be a great dancer, you want to be a great scientist, you want to be a great teacher, every every little step should be in such a way that should lead you towards your own path. Now
Okay.
let me explain it like that. Let me relate one incident that for real it pushed me towards this journey. It so happened I was in my sixth standard. Yes, I was in my sixth standard, and I was so passionate about dancing.
Mhm.
I took part in one of the upcoming performances. Little did I know that I had to go through a reporting procedure where I have to report, yes, about that performance to a specific teacher. But I was unaware of it.
Mhm.
Next day, I reached the venue completely dressed, fully decorated with every piece of jewelry and costume that needed.
Mhm.
But to my utter surprise, I came to know that I was excluded from the performance. It broke my heart. And I cried at the drop of the head because I was so passionate about dancing and I didn't sleep that night. Right. And then uh, I came to know, shockingly, that I was thrown out of that performance. I tried to explain to my teacher what had really happened because I was not aware of the procedure. And I
Mhm.
requested her, I cried a lot. I literally begged her. And I promised that next time I won't be repeating the same mistake.
Mhm.
But she was so stone hearted that she didn't relent. That day, I also tried to show my feet, which I have decorated with a red dye. In Hindi, we say mahavar. We Indian ladies, yes, we use that mahavar, that red dye during festivals. So I had to decorate because I was one of the participants. But because of my poor communication, skills, I was not able to speak a single word, perfectly. That day, I felt rejected, sad, frustrated, and full of anger. I came home crying, feeling so sad. Everybody was there. My parents were there to just, what do you say, to pamper me that, okay, nothing has just happened. But I knew that something broke in my heart.
Okay.
That day I realized, that English is such an important language because I studied in a convent school and to speak in English was mandatory. There was no chance to speak in Hindi. And I was so poor, I was not good at all in this language. I realized my mistake, right? I realized my mistake. I wouldn't have been thrown out, had I been so expert in that language. From that day, I made up my mind to take it as a challenge. Let me take it as a challenge. Still, Sushmita, I never claimed myself to be an expert. Still, I am learning. I'm still on the process of learning. I have never claimed in any of my videos, in front of any of my students, that I am expert in this English. Each and every day, I'm learning something new, regardless that particular person is a little child or a grown up. I love to learn new things. I love to learn new concepts, new ideas. And wherever, see, even if for instance, a day before yesterday, I bought a chocolate. I don't love to eat chocolates, but that day I bought a chocolate, and because it is in my habit to read everything. So I read what was written on the wrapper. Maybe I can get a new word out of it. So
Okay.
this is, yes, if we want to learn English for the beginners, for the learners, I would like to say immerse yourself. You have to surround yourself with English. Now some people, they find it so hard because they come up with an excuse. We don't have anyone around us. We don't have that environment. Talk to by yourself. Who
Okay.
stopped you? Who's
Yes.
stopping you? Nobody is there to stop you. You can talk to yourself. How to
Mhm.
talk to yourself? Imagine as if there is a listener in front of you. You are talking to that particular listener. You are telling about a particular event, about an incident, about the planning of the whole day, whatever you choose. And start with simple sentences. Slowly and gradually, you can try hands on complex sentences as well. And one day you will find yourself to be full of confidence. No matter who comes in front of you, you can converse with that person in English. Third and the last important tip is never be afraid of mistakes. This also I have stated so many times. I
Mhm.
was so afraid of mistakes. Years back, I was so much afraid of making mistakes because I used to overthink. What if I make a mistake and people mock at me? They will
Yeah.
mock at me. See, she's an English teacher and she by herself is making a lot of mistakes. So
Mhm.
I would like to ask one question. When did I claim myself to be an expert? When did I claim? Did I ever say that I'm flawless? I'm perfect. I am the Almighty. I never claim that. I always say that I am too a learner. I am still learning. I want to keep myself surrounded with people who want to learn this language, right? Then you can listen to podcast, watch videos, YouTube videos in English. This is how you can surround yourself, even if there is no one around you to talk in English. You can listen to podcast. You can even watch videos in English. You can switch on the subtitles. Second time, when you watch the same movie, try to understand the accent of the speakers. And thirdly, I would like to just suggest that we should
Mhm.
go for the videos made by native speakers if we want to achieve that accent. Otherwise, if we are not comfortable, we can also watch the videos by Indian speakers as well, because we are beginners. It may be at a certain level we don't find it so much comfortable to hear out what these native speakers are saying. Then for what the subtitles are, you can switch on the caption and you can just read also. When they are speaking, you can read also. The second time, you remove the subtitles, try to understand, try to listen the accent, the proper accent, because native speakers, see, we are, our native language is Hindi, right? So
Yeah.
if we assume that, normally, see, exceptions are everywhere. Even when did I say that a foreigner, an American can't speak Hindi as well as we do? I never said that. I say exceptions are there in every zone of life. We have exceptions, but I'm talking in general. That, can we expect an American to speak Hindi as clearly as we do?
Yes. No, we cannot.
80%, only 80%. So how can we expect ourselves to speak English like a native speaker? You have to immerse yourself. You should drink English, you should love English, you should eat English. My idea is that you have to fall in love with this language without fearing mistakes. You have to, you will commit mistakes. That's inevitable. That will happen for sure. Because this is not our language. And why language is so hyped nowadays, I don't know. It is just a skill. Any
Okay.
skill, yes, any skill. You can become expert at any skill. To learn English, to speak in English is just like a skill. We are not born with this. We are native speakers. We are not native speakers. Our native language is Hindi. So work on it. One day we can also speak English the way we want ourselves. So that is my take on on this language. This is all about my journey, and I'm still moving. I'm still on the way to mastering this language. Let's hope for the best. That's all I can say.
Yes, ma'am. As I do believe that you are the perfect enough to learn the language and to be a successful person. As well. Yeah. So still you are saying that you are learning. So I think at many of time I have heard with the from people that I am not perfect. I'm still learning. Who are already they are perfect in their language or in the at this language in their life. Right. So definitely learning process is lifelong process. We can't
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
perfect
It's
enough.
a very long. It's a journey where you need a lot of patience also.
Yes.
Learn from your mistakes. If you have made a mistake, it's okay. It's okay. You have made a mistake, it's okay. Learn from your mistake and make it a point of not repeating that mistake.
Yes.
That
Yes,
is
ma'am.
what how we can learn. This is the right way to learn from our own mistakes, and that's okay. Nobody is so perfect. To err is human, to forgive divine. Always remember. To err is human mean human is made to commit mistakes. We are not God. Simply, to err is human, to forgive divine. So if yes, we are human, right? And we are here on this planet to commit mistakes. So it's okay. First of all, don't be afraid of anything. Even though you have
Yes.
committed the mistakes, it's okay. Just learn from your mistakes and move ahead. Don't look back there. This is
Yes.
how I treat my life. And I'm so happy whatever I'm doing. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that I have, an ethereal connection with you guys. And each and every day, I have a golden chance to connect with one or the other members. And in this way, I'm also learning. This is a win-win process. This is a win-win process. We both are getting benefit of this procedure. So keep learning, keep rocking, and keep growing. That is one of the good wishes I can give for you.
Your support, right? We are knowledgeable or to learn something day by day. So my question is, ma'am, that I just want to learn something your life lesson, that how did you get success in your life? It's your turning point in your life. How did you overcome? How do you overcome from the setbacks or hurdles? How do you overcome, ma'am?
I stopped overthinking. I stopped to be underconfident. I stopped procrastination. If
Okay.
I have made up my mind to meet a person, I have to attend a lot of seminars the whole day. I have a lot of meetings. But if I procrastinate, then it won't be possible for me, okay, to make my day fruitful. So as soon as I open my eyes, I pray to God, obviously, we all do. And then I have a notepad. Seriously, this is a secret which I want to share. I keep a pen and notebook beside my side table, and I plan for the whole day. That okay, at 10 o'clock I have to do this. I have to wind up this work till 11 o'clock. Anyhow, someday it may be different that when you are sick or you have to go out, it's okay. But normal days, and I stopped being a procrastinator. And I never, I even if I have to take my batch at 8:05, I will be there at 8:05, no matter what. I will be there. So my students also rush that the teacher will be there, she will yell at us. Exactly. I always tell her, I am a housewife at the first instance, I'm a housewife. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of chores to do. Then I have to attend so many seminars. I have a lot of work on my plate. Then if I'm managing to be here at 8:05, what were you doing? So they are so terrified because I taught them one value: be on time. If you have promised somebody to be at 1, be there. So this is one thing that I have a very organized life. I'm so proud of it. And I also taught this concept to my own children as well. If you are thinking that after getting up at 11 o'clock, you will be able to wind up all the tasks that you have planned beforehand, forget about it. You won't be able to do. Plan a day before, if possible, and then work accordingly. It is a different issue that something, this is life, any unexpected thing can happen. Otherwise, in normal days, please plan the day and don't procrastinate. Tomorrow never comes. Always remember that.
Yes,
Tomorrow never comes.
I also
Today,
believe that.
yes, yes. Today is your golden chance, and I hope that you must have heard that opportunity knocks at the door for once. If you lost that opportunity, it will be gone forever. So always grab the opportunity. Grab the opportunity. Love yourself first of all. Start loving yourself the way you are. Don't look at others. Don't be jealous of others. If they are doing good, it's good. Why don't you try to become like that particular person? Why you are spreading negativity? Be positive. Like normally we want to meet positive people, but at the same time we are negative, right? So it is not going to happen,
Obviously.
right? Minus plus will result in minus, obviously. So first, love yourself, be good to
Mm.
others, be kind, be generous, be respectful, then think about something else. So by applying these motivated concepts in my life, I'm still moving ahead. I have never been disrespectful to anybody. If I find somebody with whom I can't get along, then I move myself back. You know, instead of throwing no negative, or instead of thinking negatively about that person, will not solve my problem. It will elevate my problem. It will add up on, right? Slowly and gradually, what happens that I will become a negative one. And
Yes.
definitely, if I am a negative person, I will be reflecting a negative effect on my students.
Yes.
And yes, so that is not going to happen with me because I'm aware of it. So I'm aware of my actions. And most importantly, we think too much. Instead of acting, we think too much. So stop giving 100% to only your thoughts. Act
Mhm.
also. So first you
Yes.
keep, yes, first you act and then think. First you think and then act. Nothing is going to work. You have to plan, then you have to think whether it's going to be, implemented, and then you act accordingly. If you find that is not going according to your planning, change the plan because you are the planner. You can change it anytime, any day, right? Be a leader, don't be a follower. This is my strategy. I don't know about others. And sometimes, yes, sometimes it sounds that I am an egoistic. I'm an egoistic. I'm not egoistic at all. I'm not self-centered. But this is the concept which I want to, just give this message to others also. Be a leader.
Yes,
Try
ma'am.
to be a leader. Don't follow
Yes.
others. Follow, if you want to follow others, then follow people who can add some good qualities in your character.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, pray to God, pray to the Almighty, and be thankful, be grateful to Him, whatever He has given to you. Be respectful to all the, the social influencers, your social helpers, your community helpers, like your mates, your servants, whomsoever you meet. Be respectful, be kind, be gentle to these people. Definitely, it will have a good and profound impact on your own personality. So this is how I overcame my own problems. And at this moment, I'm enjoying my life. I'm very cool and a cheerful person. So I don't mind if somebody comes up with negative comments. I don't pay heed to it because I know my life. What are the problems? I know the problems, the solution. This is my life. So this is your life. Enjoy your life the way you want. That's it.
Okay. Wow, ma'am. Really commendable. Whatever you have taught today, it's really commendable. I learned lots of things. My viewers also can learn lots of things from today.
Thank you, Sushmita.
In conclusion, last, we have to be a punctual, right? We have to understand the value of the time, and according to time, we have to set our routine, what we have to do, exit during the day, what is productive or helpful for me, and it's lead me towards success, right?
Yes.
So according to that, we have to follow, and no one will stop us if we be punctual and we, always moving toward our goal. And second thing is we have to keep our strong goal and we always move forward to our goal, right? If
Yes.
you keep the goal strong, then no one can stop you and you will not disrupt here and there from your own goal.
Yes, Sushmita.
Yes, ma'am. I think you are getting some issue.
Yeah, my battery is dying. It's just
Okay.
about to die. Can we
Uh-huh.
wind up? Can we wind up for now, Sushmita, if you don't have any
Uh,
problem?
I think completed our session today. Thank you so much for being here, ma'am. It was really amazing conversation with you, and my plan has succeeded. So
Thank you, Sushmita. I'm also so glad and so blessed to have people like you in my life. Keep me pushing and keep me encouraging towards achieving my goal. Thank you once again.
thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good day.
Same to you. Same to you. Bye bye.
Bye.